Hi, I'm Witt from Taylor Guitars, and we're here at Fuller's Vintage Guitar in Houston, Texas. I want to walk you through some body shapes. The guitar that I'm holding right here is a grand concert shape. So that's anything that begins with a GC or ends with a 12 in the 3-number code. 412, 512, those are all grand concerts. The shape of the guitar has a sound. The wood combination has a sound, but the shape has its own sound. This particular shape is focused. We say it's focused. We call it our secret weapon. Now everything about this guitar invites you to wrap around it. It's kind of small. You can see that it's diminutive, right? So it's a short scale instrument, which means that from the nut to the saddle is about a half or 3/4 of an inch shorter than a standard scale acoustic. So that lessens the tension on the strings and allows for a little easier fretting, okay? But it also reduces the tension on the strings. So it makes things sound a little bit more elastic and a little bit more full. Okay? Now that's the length of it. You can see that the surface area, the soundboard, is smaller. But on a grand concert, the depth is shallower as well. So like I said, everything about the shape invites you to wrap up around it, to play it more intimately. So it's a great fingerstyle guitar for that reason. But we call it our secret weapon because it's not just great for the quiet fingerstyle gigs, but also for the big gigs where you're playing with a ton of other people on stage. Because it's focused, and by focus I mean it doesn't have a ton of low end and it doesn't have a ton of top end. It's more focused, right? A smaller sound with more focused sound. It's great for a big stage. Now why that would be important to you as a player is because when you have a ton of people on stage, you want instrumentalists not competing with one another. Okay, so I don't want a guitar that sounds so big that some of the low end is going to compete with someone who's also covering that low end. A guitar player with a bigger amp, or a bass player who plays high up the neck, or a keyboard player who plays with a strong left hand. So this particular guitar it's nice and focused sounding. Great for the small quiet gigs, but great for a bigger gig too, where you don't need a big guitar sound. There are other people who carry that weight for you. This is the grand concert, anything that ends in a 12 or begins with a GC. Now if you have any questions about this guitar or any of the other guitars here at Fuller's Vintage Guitar, check out fullersguitar.com, and keep in mind also that they have between 100 and 150 guitars on the wall that are Taylor guitars on the wall, very similar to this. So if you're looking for something that's off the beaten path, something that's more customized, this is a place to call. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.